How you doing? This is Will Catlett. Leave your name, your number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you. And remember, stay resilient. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Be like a duck and let that water run right off your back. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
I didn't see you last night, but I'm so very proud of you. One of Frankie's friends saw you and called me to tell you what a dynamite job you did. I'm really, really proud of you, brother. Give me a call when you get a chance. Thank you.
Where do you begin? Belief. Everybody begins with belief. Doesn't cost you anything to believe. You gotta believe. You gotta believe when no one's believing in you. You gotta dream. You gotta fight for that belief. You gotta cultivate that belief. You gotta fall in love with that belief. That's what the greats do. You gotta believe that it's your time. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's not next year. It's not when the new year happens. It's now. It's right now. You know, I'm cut from a different cloth, baby. I always felt like I was a cat that should have been born in the 20s or the 50s. Cut from the Sidney Poitiers, the Harry Belafontes. What I bring to the craft and what I bring to the world is that depth. You know, things in life are so shallow these days because everybody is seeking something outside of themselves. And authenticity gets lost when we try to imitate and be everybody else. And it's easy to get caught up in it. You get caught up in Instagram, the social media. You get caught up in the Hollywood Reporter. You get caught up in, you know, what you think you're supposed to be doing. But a lot of times we're not looking within to see what we're supposed to be doing in here. When are you going to look inside of you? And these are the questions that I tell myself, Will, what's in here? What's in here? Why are you so afraid to go in here? And so when you do that, you start to realize, okay, there's some insecurities, there's some pain, there's some loss, there's some disappointment. But if I can get past the disappointments, if I can get past the pain, if I can get past the loss, and I can have all of this to look towards. I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine yesterday, and we were going down memory lane, and she was asking me how was my time on True Story, the film and TV show that I did with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. And I remember being on set, and I was asking myself, what are you doing here? You're so loaded with so much talent and you have to act in this box, right? I remember the Lord speaking to me so clearly, right? And he said, you a movie star, right? Well, I sent you to serve too, Kevin and Wesley. I said, oh my God. How do you submit when you're loaded? So many people are loaded with gifts and talents, and you're just waiting on your opportunity. But people are doors, right? Wesley is a door, Kevin's a door. So I had to submit myself for a time to learn the business as I watched Kevin come to set, his team, everything that he was doing at the time. And I'm like, oh, okay, see, we think that elevation comes when we display all our gifts and talents. It doesn't. Elevation comes when you're submitted. Even if you think about the great Muhammad Ali, he submitted to a trainer. Submission brings your elevation. So when you're thinking about like, man, I'm so loaded, but nothing's moving, nothing's happening, and you want to give up. I'm not saying give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. But there's someone that you need to be submitted to in order for the gifts to unfold and to come out the way that you want them to come out, right? Don't give up on the journey. You're loaded. You're loaded. You're loaded. But great power is always power under submission. I'm in New York shooting a movie called 1001 with Tiana Taylor. Shout out to A.B. Rockwell, the director. I stopped at Kith, you know? And I see this jacket. And this jacket reminded me of, man, what was the coat that Jacob made for Joseph, right? And I was like, oh, he made this. This is the coat of favor. It reminded me of like the joy of life. And I've always been reminded that you gotta keep your joy no matter what. Things change in life. Careers change, people change. People die, people born. But that joy must remain the same. And that's how you really tap in to the thing that you want to do. Where is your joy located at? Where is the joy inside of me? Because if I can release that joy, then I become a magnet to attract everything that I want to have. It's about you tapping into you. When you gonna bet on you? When is the dog gonna come out of you? When are you gonna release your joy? Because here's the key. When you become all that you were designed to be, when people see you, you become a key to their lock. And you begin to unlock them so that they can share their gifts and their talents with the world so that we all can benefit. That's it, man. That's what we doing. I need to be unlocked. And you might have the key. You need to be unlocked. And I have the key. I realize that you have to provoke your next level. A lot of times we wait until the opportunity is right, but the opportunity is inside of you. See, a lot of people don't stick around long enough to meet their opportunity. And that opportunity that you're meeting is you, right? And so in provoking that next level, you might have to go get a suit because your suit is calling to another level. Another dimension, another part of your career. Maybe it's an attitude shift, maybe it's an attitude change. When these things happen, you're preparing your mind for where you want to go. And I'm here, and I'm right now, and I'm moving forward, and so are you. No one is ever going to give you the license to provoke your next level. That has to come from you. You have to decide that you're sick and tired of the same old thing over and over and over again, right? For me, I'm sick and tired of the same old thing over and over and over again. So what am I gonna do about it? How am I gonna change that? Starts with that decision. Starts with that belief. Starts with that knowing. Starts with you seeing it when nobody's seeing it, when nobody's believing in you. You not believing in you. That's the place that you start from. It's not always everything is all laid out in its proper place for you to start. You just gotta begin. You just gotta begin, and you gotta begin now. You know how many times people say, you know, there's no movie stars anymore. They just ain't seen me. But they gonna see me. And they gonna see you. Let this not just be my journey. Let it be our journey. Hey, Will Catlett here. I'm glad that you landed on this video right now, and I want to speak to you, not just you, but the inner you. And that's who I want to speak to, because so many people ask me all the time, Will, how do you do this? How did you advance so fast? How do you balance being married and having a family at the same time being successful in your career? What else is it that you do outside of acting or whatever it may be? These are the questions that I get asked, and these are the questions that you have. And what we fail to realize is that mentorship helps you skip the line. It is the cheat code that allows you to get an experience that you necessarily didn't have. And so I finally have the time and I finally have the grace to be able to help you in that area. You know, timing is everything, and it's your time. And I want to help you discover things within inside of you that's been lying dormant. It's so much more to you than meets the eye, and you know that, and I know that, and I'm here to help you pull that out. So make sure you join Will Catlett's Wisdom with Will. Make sure you join it right now. Don't stop, don't hesitate, join it right now. It's really going to benefit you, and when it benefits you, that means that it will benefit others. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to grow with you, and I love you. So let's get it.